things might get a little behind on this channel. Feeling a little deflated after having 4 different claimants making copyright claims against music that I legally purchased for use in my videos. I am not kidding, 4 separate claimants for the same section in the same piece of music. I contacted the author, and they even feel a bit defeated because YouTube is allowing this to happen, and the author feels like they can't do anything about it. None of my channels are big enough to earn any money off of YouTube. You have to have 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 hours watched within a time period of 1 year. So I am not being monetized for any of my videos, but I am not going to let copyright bots have their way should I reach the end goal and obtain monetization for my videos. The main software I was using was working one day, then decided to not work the next. DaVinci Resolve was working great, then it wasn't, and it is still not working. Forums blame my hardware, but as I stated, it has been working. I have been using it for quite some time now. I was planning on buying the full version at some point in time in the future to show my support. But if the free version doesn't even work, how am I going to spend $300 or so for something I can't use at all? I will revisit DaVinci Resolve next year, but for now I am learning Movie Studio, formerly known as Sony Vegas. I still have OpenShot Video Editor installed, and I tried HitFilm. Vegas is easier than HitFilm, and OpenShot, while powerful, is a bit harder to use than Resolve. HitFilm is harder to use than Resolve in my opinion. I purchased Movie Studio 16 from Humble Bundle some time ago. It came with some assets that I could use in my videos as part of a decent-sized bundle, and the price was great at $30 for several $100s worth of software and assets. I used Movie Studio 16 a few times for smaller projects, and things are a bit out of place as compared to Resolve, but overall much easier than HitFilm, and some things are easier than OpenShot Video Editor. I can recommend HitFilm because it is free, and it is fairly powerful. I can recommend OpenShot, because it is free, open source and extremely powerful compared to its cost. I can recommend the free version of DaVinci Resolve under normal circumstances, but at the moment since it isn't working at all, I don't know what to say. I can recommend Magix Movie Studio if you want to spend over $100 on the software. I got Movie Studio 18 Platinum Suite for just under $60 because I had previously purchased 16. I do have several videos queued and scheduled for release, but I may not be completely caught up, because I'm still learning to use Movie Studio. I was using VSCD prior to Resolve, but even though I was paying a yearly subscription, the YouTube uploader never worked. DaVinci Resolve was difficult at first. With the help of 3 or 4 video tutorials on YouTube, I was able to edit a video in less than an hour, and have a finished product shortly after that. Additionally, the titles were amazing. There were some issues with transitions that don't appear in other software I used, where you had to trim back the ends of clips in order for a transition to work in Resolve, but that was minor. I got in the habit of ensuring there was extra footage to trim back. Also, the YouTube uploader worked for a very long time, then it quit working all of a sudden. This was no big deal, because I was using the free version of Resolve after all. Other than that, it was working great until it didn't. The reason I'm still using generated voiceovers is because my studio is still not done. Have the lights and electricity, but no insulation or climate control. Every time I try to record a real voiceover, the dogs, or people in the house decide that's when they need to make a lot of noise, or feel the need to discuss something at length that didn't require that much discussion. I do have a Yeti microphone, and it works extremely well when I am able to get something out before the ruckus starts.